Hey, 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 we back in the house. Part 3 is going on with power of the tongue. Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting subject because a lot of times we go through our everyday life and we're not thinking about the things that we say. We consciously just keep on doing our thing the way we doing them. Social acceptance plays a huge role in a lot of decisions we make and how we look and how we dress and how we talk and how we act. And we also take feedback from how other people receive it. Like if the people that we're hanging around, they got their slip of the tongues going on and you just get in caught up in there and it's an everyday thing and ain't no thing but a chicken wing, but it is a thing. I'm here to tell you. In all actuality, the whole English language is very craftily designed to keep us locked into this 3D mess that we're in. And so you can't exactly change the English language from what it is. But what you can do is once you're conscious and aware of it, you can make subtle changes here and there. And or you could just learn a whole different language. But my thing is this, if you learn other languages, you decipher what they mean. It's basically the same thing because a lot of them are centered around nowadays. When they translate it, a lot of it's centered around English. So I think the only languages might be that don't have harmful meanings to them in originality form would be the true original Hebrew or maybe the Aramaic that Yahushua Mashiach spoke, or I would imagine forms of Latin. But some of them forms of Latin might be, corrupted. I don't know, like the VATICAN. They love using that Latin, when they have mass and they say things in Latin that give praise to Lucy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just think words in general are tricky. But overall, what you can do is every day say a prayer and tell the Most High, forgive me if I sin using the English language, because I didn't realize, but now that I do know it's a deceitful language, forgive me and show me the way, Father, so I can speak better effectively. And I know you receive me the way you receive me, so I'm going to just count on that, and I'm going to work towards speaking more effectively and communicating much better. So anyway, those are things we could do. So let's go on power of the tongue. Here I go using the tongue too much. So I wanted to show you this little Bible. Look at this. I got my grandkids. Now I got it for them a while ago. It's a little kid's Bible, but check this out. It's so cute. They can color in there. Now they bigger now. One is 13 and the other one just turned 11. And so they don't really care for the coloring part, but when they're bored, they'll color. But it's not just the coloring. Look at it. It's all Bible. It's all the Bible, kids' Bible. And see, I told you we had that great little store near my house called the Morning Star. It was a Christian bookstore, but it had everything in there. It had the frankincense and myrrh, the incense, the anointing oils. It had the bookmarks and the tabs. And I love going through that store. I used to get all sorts of stuff and goodies in there, and they don't close down. So anyway, but you can still find stuff online. You just got to know what you're looking for. But there's nothing better than shopping through a place like that. Okay, third section. Words of prophetic declarations. We were already down there. Okay. So, silence is a big thing we need to discuss. Silence. It reflects intelligence, not weakness. A lot of people think if I just stay shut, you're holding it all in. You want to just go off on somebody because, they get on the last nerve and they be digging and just trying to get it, just stick in your craw, whatever. And you be ready. You be ready to give them some words, piece of your mind and all that. But the Most High says operate in silence. They're not worth of your time. People don't even understand how strong the art of silence can be. It is the most damning weapon you can ever have. Okay? Silence is as strong as a nuclear bomb. Let me tell you something. Listen. It reflects his intelligence, not weakness. People can never figure it out. And then when you rely on it, you call on Yah to speak for you. Wow. You get a grip over the control of your tongue. In the process of getting in control of your tongue, all you got to do is stay shut and just give them that look. A confident look, like I know what I'm doing and staying silent. Don't mistake my silence for weakness. You ain't got to say nothing. And walk away from them. They can't handle it. It drive them crazy. Brains love gossip. Listen to this section. It helps people bond. Brains light right up with somebody giving them some gossip. Ooh, what you say, girl? mind tricks. That more than just idle chatter, it's a psychological trap. It's a sense of power when we get that juicy info. Often, it's our own insecurities that when people gossip and we listen into that, or the people that are giving it out, they gossiping because that's their insecurities. And we like listening to it because some of that is our insecurities, you see? So, talking creates connection, but it's irresistible in the wrong ones that you're connected to. Think twice before getting caught up in gossip. Stop it in its tracks. Don't get involved with it. Declare what the Bible says, no gossip to them, and see what they say. I'm sorry, I'm not participating in this. This is gossip. Sorry. They'll be like, okay, whatever. And they'll walk away and start gossiping about you. Now, if they gossip about somebody else in the first place, what makes you think they ain't going to gossip about you? So they ain't worth being friends with you no way, or whoever they is to you. They will gossip about you, most definitely. Y'all know that. You've seen it before. So what? They don't want to bring it to you no more. They ain't gonna come back up in your face talking about she thinks she all that because she's all with the Lord. You use the Lord as your weapon. He's your confidant. He got your back. Most of them demons flee, and if they don't flee, you give them a silence. You just don't be bothered with them. No, ain't no gaslighter, ain't no narcissistic person gonna ever come up to me and pull me away from the Most High. It will not gonna happen. Okay, Proverbs 14:3. In the mouth of foolish is pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Failing to control your mouth is a recipe for disaster. Don't do it. You are similar. You're either similar to a lake of fresh water or to bitter waters in a lake. Bad waters is bitter. You cannot represent God and Yah with a foul mouth, praying over others in one breath and then cussing them out the next. Okay? These people were made in God's image. So how you gonna minister to them or pray over them or say I know y'all say BLESS. You got high favor. I pray high abundance and high favor over your life. You can't be doing that if in the next breath you behind their back or whatever, you being bitter towards them. You cannot represent God with a foul mouth over others. Okay? Let your love be shown in your words that proceed from your mouth. Speaking carelessly, you will stumble. In negativeness, you prophesize over yourself. And examine what you're going to say, because whatever you say, you're prophesying it over your life. You got to regulate the tongue. It can give power over to angels, bad angels. So that's in prayer, that piece I just said. That's in one of the Psalms or the Proverbs. Speak positive for increase and so you can thrive. Jesus rebuked the tree, remember, and it died. So to be more spiritually is to be more dangerous to the enemy. You get in your cognitive skills. Words, details operate with a heart in the right place. You form your words to come out of all love effortlessly. Or those words will not be loving if you're not using the heart of Christ in your life. Control your mouth. You control that, you control your future. Okay, it's that simple. Learn to pause before speaking. If you're not sure, when you hit that silence button, first start off with pause. Take your time. The silence is a great weapon, and it's your strength when you use it. It's not a sign of weakness. Get that out of your mind. That's what the devil wants you to think. Silence is your weapon. It gives you that time to pause and think and figure out how you're going to say, or if you're even going to say nothing at all. Silence can save you from a life of regret. Choose your words wisely. Words have power. Used to uplift and not tear down. Listen more than you speak. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Okay? Listening shows respect and it builds trust. This act can transform your actions. Speak with purpose. How you speak reveals what's inside of you. You tame your tongue. Once every word is uttered, it's hard for you to retract it. And not all words of the tongue can heal. Okay? Sometimes, you know how long it takes for people to heal. Sometimes your words can cause pain too. Bad words, lips are to aid the mouth. From talking wrong to close your mouth and retract. Think first. People of wiseness, think first. Crazy people just spurt it all out, blurts it out. Think of them people with Tourette syndrome and saying bad things. Oh, I can't control it. I got Tourette's. There's the people that don't even have Tourette's let things blurt out their mouth like a fool. Silence is silence is good. If you can't speak, you can control it by not speaking at all in that silence. Okay, so that's power of the tongue. I got a little bit more on that, and then we're going to go on with that. I call my power back. So come on